Hi everyone, today I'm trying a new brownie mix that I found at Costco. It's Miss Jones Keto and Paleo Fudgy Brownie Mix. And this sounded good to me because it seems like it might be a little healthier than traditional brownies. And there are two types of preparations you can make, which will kind of make that vary a bit. So there's a recommended preparation or the paleo preparation. So the exact amount of like your fat, sugar, carbs, etc. will vary depending on which ingredients you use. And let me read the ingredients that are just in the mix. So this mix contains blanched almond flour, erythritol, cocoa powder, tapioca fiber, baking soda, salt, vanilla flavor, and monk fruit extract. So for my limited knowledge, I think monk fruit extract and erythritol are like healthier sweeteners, healthier like sugar alternatives. But I also think, and I could be wrong, that erythritol, and I feel like I'm saying it very slowly because it's hard for me to say. Erythritol, I think, makes things taste a little strange to me, and also cold. I've made some baked goods in the past, healthier versions, trying to keep things lower sugar, and I've included erythritol because you can buy it on its own. And I'm pretty sure it made what I was baking literally taste cold when I ate it. And it was so weird to me, I had to look it up. And I think that's what the cause of that was. So I'm hoping that these don't taste funny, and I'm hoping that they don't taste cold. And for a healthier dessert option, I hope I like them. So let's give them a try. I don't think these are going to be difficult to mix together at all. So the main thing we're going to see is, do they taste good? Let's find out. So this is going to be really easy to mix up. Into a bowl, we add 1 bag of the mix. I don't know how many ounces it is per bag. Maybe it says on the box. 3 10.57 ounce pouches. Does it smell good? Yeah, it does. It smells pretty chocolatey. And I feel like I can see a lot of little clear, crystally looking granules. So I wonder if that's some of our sugar alternatives. Next, I'll add the almond milk, our ghee and oil. And I admit that this is a bit of a concoction because it says to use either ghee or oil, but I'm using sort of half and half. I don't know why. Well, I like butter. That's why. I really like butter, and so I want to include it, but I don't know if I want to do the full half a cup of ghee. So it's partly oil, partly ghee. Uh-oh. There we go. And our eggs. And now I'm going to whisk this all together. We're supposed to whisk until it's just combined, so I don't want to overdo it, and I think I usually overdo it for my baked goods. It's all ready to go in the pan. We're going to bake this for 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. All right, it's out of the oven. I'm going to let it cool. I think it looks pretty good, and it smells pretty good too. All right, I've got 2 brownies cut. They look good and they smell good. The consistency looks more cakey to me than brownie-ish, but let's give them a try. Let's see if these healthier keto and paleo brownies taste good. Okay, now that I've taken a few bites, I think I need to give them like a rating or a grade, and grades make sense to me. So I'm gonna do, like, obviously I would grade something an A if it was really good, or a D or an F if it wasn't good. So grade-wise, I think I'll give these brownies a B. I don't know if it's a B plus, maybe not a B plus, maybe a solid B. I like the consistency. It's nice and soft, but it definitely, once you're tasting it, consistency-wise, does seem more like cake than a brownie. And I made the mistake of chewing a piece of gum while I was waiting for this to cool. So that was just a few minutes ago. And now I'm not sure if I'm tasting a cool sensation from like my gum still kind of lingering or from the erythritol in here. And that is something I don't like. So that's probably not giving these a fair shake by having the gum first, but I just wasn't thinking about it. If you Google it, you'll see that it can have a cooling effect. And I don't like that at all. Hello, so I'm popping in here because I've kind of had a change of opinion since earlier this afternoon when I first tried the brownies. So I first tried them when they were mostly cooled out of the oven, but still just like the tiniest bit warm. And I had had a piece of gum not that long before I tried them. That was my bad. I just wasn't thinking. So when they were really fresh, and I didn't think that the erythritol would make it feel cool. I thought it was just the piece of gum I had had. I was grading those brownies at like a B. Like I would give it a B, somewhere in that neighborhood. And upon first taste, it was like, yes, this is a really decent option. So then I went about the rest of my afternoon and was making dinner and such. And I left my brownie, still had half of it left. I had it on the counter and thought I'll just have a couple bites then and I'll finish it while I'm making dinner. So I did. And my opinion has changed. I do not care for those brownies. Originally right out of the oven, maybe a B. Now that it's later, they're fully cooled, like for sure fully cooled and at room temperature. And I'm not confused by any flavor of my gum. I don't like them, and they don't even taste chocolatey to me. And the erythritol in them definitely leaves a cold feeling in my mouth, and I hate that. So I'm telling you, in a matter of a couple hours, just from having them fresh to having them even a few hours old after sitting on the counter, I don't know. I just don't like them. And if you've had anything with any of the artificial sweeteners in it, and maybe it's just erythritol, I have the hardest time saying that word. I think it's just the erythritol that gives you a cold feeling in your mouth. I swear I'm not making that up. Now I'm like super conscious of it because I've tasted it before and like I can't untaste it now, and I just don't care for it. So if you have noticed that in anything, I would like to know that it's not just me. My family, some of my family members can taste it too. The consensus as a whole for our family is we do not care for those brownies, and I would not repurchase them from Costco. So I'm gonna have to put that in the video here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make that work, but yeah, I wanted to pop in, even though it's later and I was done making the video and everything, I still just wanted to come in and say that to give my honest feedback. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me try this keto and paleo fudgy brownie mix. And again, the brand is Miss Jones Baking Company. I got this from Costco. I don't remember the exact price. I think it was around like $12, and there were 3 pouches of brownie mix in here. If you have tried this brownie mix, please let me know what you think of it, and thanks very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.